Hello and welcome to Viking Stadium for tonight's matchup on this September 18th, 2003. Your Hazlitt Vikings take on the visiting Lakewood Vikings. Hello, I'm Greg Kerner. Sitting alongside of me is Michael Gallagher. Tonight's game between the Hazlitt Vikings and the Lakewood Vikings will be an interesting one from all sorts because these two teams have never played each other before. I look for tonight's game to be a hard-fought battle both ways. The Vikings coming in with a 2-1 record. The other Vikings from Lakewood coming in with a 1-2 record. I expect tonight's game to be a very hard-fought battle from the trenches. Next up, we have a couple short message here from TV 25. Hello and welcome back to Vikings Stadium. I'm Greg Kerner. Sitting alongside me is Michael Gallagher. Mike, what do you think tonight's keys to the game will be?
Basically, I think the Vikings are just going to have to come out, play a tough game. They've never played these guys before. They don't really know what to expect. So they're going to have to do their best out there. Work hard, hope for the best.
Sounds good. All right, well, the kick for the Vikings will be number 21, the junior Mark Messina. Get things started here. Messina back to kick. Here's the kick. It's going to be a long drive, hard drive over the Lakewood man's hand.
Very nice.
Into the end zone. It's going to be called for a touchback. Lakewood will take over on the 20-yard line. Anyways, Mike, back to the keys of the game. What do you think for the Vikings? What's it going to take to win this game tonight?
Well, good defense, of course. The secondary is very important. Obviously, we've never seen these guys before. Don't know a whole lot about, the offense or that sort of thing.
Well, from what I've been able to gather here from some of the players and the scouting report is Lakewood likes to run 2 men in the backfield in a type of pro form set, and then they go like twins to the left or twins to the right, usually on the wide side of the field. And here they come to the line, number 2 quarterbacking them, Jason Copeland. He's a 185 junior. Here's going to be the pitch out to looks like number 3. It's going to be tackled by Calvin Hissong for a short gain of about 3 yards. So running the ball, there's Jason Vanderboon. He's 5'9", 165 pounds, and he'll be a senior this year for the Lakewood Vikings. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 7 yards from the Lakewood Viking 23-yard line.
Nice tackle there by Calvin Hissong. Way to start the game out.
Vanderboom will go under center with Twins to the right. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Looks like to number, we're going to have to check that. So it's going to be number 20, Tyler Belgian, 6 foot, 180. He's a junior as well. It's going to be a first down for the Lakewood Vikings here.
Down for Lakewood on the
It's not a bad way to start off the game, though.
Not bad at all. Not bad at all.
34.
Looks like a Viking defense will come out here. We've got Calvin Hissong, James Trabilcock in the backfield here, or excuse me, the secondary, along with Brian McIntosh, number 27. Vanderboom under center. He's going to roll out to his right. He's going to run the option. He runs into his own man. He bounces off a couple guys, and he's going to be tackled.
Nice tackle by Ben Conroy. Ben Conroy comes
Fortunately, he rolled out a couple guys there.
Yeah.
Should have been a loss on the play there. Lakewood Vikings
that's
are
okay,
going to. Lakewood's going to pick up they're going to pick up 2 yards, or excuse me, 5 yards on the play. Make that 6. It's going to bring up 2nd and 4 for Lakewood. Lakewood breaks the huddle. Vanderboom will go under center. Pro form, Twins right. Vanderboom takes the snap. He's going to hand it off right up the gut again, this time to number 20. Tyler Belgian. We're going to get a replay here of the.
By number 20, Tyler Beglin. Brought down by number
3
13,
CCDs, right?
What's that?
3 CCD.
Yeah.
Going to have a officials timeout here for a measurement.
From reading about it, looks like he couldn't shoot.
See, it's going to if Lakewood is able to achieve this first down, well, that'll be 2 first downs in the series for him here. If not, it'll bring up a short 3rd down conversion for them. It's going to be 3rd down and about a half yard. It's going to be
3rd and 1.
See, the Vikings can come up with a big stop here on defense, penetrate the gaps, sack him for a loss, and force him to punt on 4th down. Lakewood will come up to the line here. Twins to the left. 2 men in the backfield. Vanderboom under center. Vanderboom will take the snap. He's going to take it himself. Looks like he's going to have the first down. Got it by about a yard there.
Looks like enough.
Ball carried by Jason Copeland.
That'll be a first down
44, TJ Lindemann.
for the Lakewood Vikings.
Lakewood will have a first
With
down on
9:54 remaining in the
46
first half. Lakewood 0, Hazlitt 0. So Isaiah Mims coming out of the game here for the Vikings. The Vikings need to go with a little bit more speed in the down lineman here. Vanderboom under center. Vanderboom takes the snap. He's going to be he's going to keep it, and he's going to be stopped well behind the line. Looks like the quarterback keeper there hasn't had it all figured out. And that's going to be a loss
Ball carried by
about
Jason Copeland.
2
Brought down by 44,
for
TJ Lindemann.
Lakewood.
Nice sack there. I believe TJ Lindemann had that tackle.
17 for Lakewood.
TJ Lindemann. He's junior this year, I believe.
He's a real good player. He's also a hard-nosed wrestler for the wrestling team. Vanderboom under center. He will take an option left. He looks to pitch. He's got nowhere to go, and the gain about 2 to get it maybe back up to the line of scrimmage there. The Vikings had that one sniffed out from the get-go.
Yes.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 11 from their own 45-yard line. Looks like Lakewood likes to run the ball. Haven't put the ball in the air yet. The wind is very strong today. Actually,
yes.
It's probably a good 25 miles an hour coming out of the west tonight. Temperature game time's about 61 degrees. Vanderboom goes under center. We'll have split out receivers, one on the right and one on the left. Vanderboom to pass. It's going to be incomplete.
Broken up there. Nice.
Broken
Nice
up
play.
by number 27, Brian McIntosh. This is going to bring on the Lakewood punting unit. Good stop there for the Vikings.
Lincoln
Greg,
fourth down and
looks tonight
10
as if
plus.
the wind's going to be a factor. Right here. Effects of Hurricane Isabella, I believe.
Hurricane Isabella out. It's actually, I believe in Pennsylvania kind of right now.
Yes.
It's screwing up the weather all over the place.
Yep.
This is an unseasonably cold night here for September 18th.
It's going to affect the passing and the kicking game a lot. Both teams will have to be extra focused because of that.
Back to punt, number 32, Mark Miller. It's going to be a low line drive. Montgomery He's going to let it roll on down to the Hazlet Viking 9-yard
yards
line.
for offense.
One. Josh Miller down by number 21.
Ball's going to be down by number 21, Spencer Dutz, for the Lakewood Vikings. Now, the Hazlet Viking offense is known for their running game, Mike.
Yes,
as we've seen
absolutely.
so far this year.
Definitely a running team.
I do believe Matt Peterson last week was 2 for 4 passing.
2 for 4 passing. You have the 4 passes. Both passes were completed for touchdowns, I believe.
So the Vikings can be dangerous in the air, especially
Yes, they can.
it's very unexpected when they do go into the air here.
Yeah.
Going to start off with not the greatest field position here, taking over on their own 9-yard line. The Vikings will have 2 men in the backfield, and we're going to have Montgomery, it looks like, split off to the left. It's going to be a passing play here for Peterson. He's going to let that ball go. It's going to be blocked by number 84 for the Lakewood Vikings, Travis Willard. 6'5", 210, big kid here there. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Vikings. It's like checking into the game here is going to be Jordan Montgomery. Checking out will be Jordan Salisbury, number 33. Hazlet breaks the huddle. Peterson will come to the line. Under center, all 3 running backs remain in the backfield. Peterson to take the snap. Here's the handoff. Looks like it's going to be Ryan Widener, number 28. He's going to go for about none. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. Check that, about 3rd and 9, actually. He gained about a yard on the play. Salisbury returns back into the game with a play. Montgomery comes back out. Tackle on the last play there was made by number 20, Tyler Belgin. Peterson under center, 3rd and 9 here for the Vikings from their own 10-yard line. 3 running backs in the backfield. Peterson to snap. Looks like we're going to have a flag on the play here. Looks like not sure who's going to be on. Saw Lakewood move. Maybe they forced Hazlet, though. We'll see what happens here to jump the gun. We're going to get offsides, a neutral zone infraction by the Lakewood Vikings. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 4 for the Vikings. That's what you like to do there on 3rd down. Yeah, make it a easier 3rd down conversion here.
Yes. Matt Peterson coming over the play here.
I expect to see probably a run here to number 27, Brian McIntosh. Up the gut, I assume.
Very good runner. He could definitely come up with the big plays when you need him.
Comes up with the big plays all the time. Peterson under center. 3 in the backfield. Peterson to hike it. Looks like it's gonna go up the middle. It looks like, I do believe it looks like Brian McIntosh with the carry there. He's gonna have enough for the 1st down. Great run there. Good second effort there by Brian McIntosh. See if we get a replay of the run here.
We have a 1st down on the 22-yard line.
All right, well, anyways, Salisbury comes back out of the game for the Vikings. It's going to bring up here 1st down and 10 for the Vikings from their own 22-yard line. Peterson under center, all 3 in the backfield once again for the Vikings. Peterson hands the ball to number 28, Ryan Widener. He's going to go onto the outside. He's going to get about a yard there on the carry. Looks like the Vikings might be a little bit more effective running the ball up the middle this time.
Definitely.
Last week, Widener had about 6 carries in a row. Marched Hazlet all the way down the field for an important score.
Yes.
Against DeWitt last week.
Widener had a very nice game last week. Contribute to the Hazlet win.
I believe he ran for 1 touchdown and also caught 1 touchdown.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, great catch in the corner of the end zone.
Yeah, very
Just got
close.
his foot in.
Very athletic catch. Very athletic. Got the foot down.
He's a junior that hails from, actually came from Walled Lake and Northern a couple years ago. Plays for the Vikings now. Peterson under center, 2nd and 8. Peterson hikes the ball. So there's going to be a fumble on the play. Looks like Lakewood is going to come up with it here. Let's see. Nope. Referee is going to signal 2nd down here for the Vikings. Not a mistake the Vikings want to be making there. So maybe possibly a little miscommunication there on the play. It's going to bring it 3rd down and about 10.5 for the Vikings. Wouldn't be surprised to see McIntosh get the ball again here, Mike.
Definitely not a surprise.
Peterson comes up to the line along with the rest of the Viking team. Goes under center. We're going to have a wing to the right.
Maybe a pass play.
Expect to see the run, though, more than
Yes.
likely. It's going to be a run up the middle.
Good run.
It's going to be Brian McIntosh is going to have the ball. He's going to take it across the 50.
There we go.
He's got some speed. Number 2 is going to be the
Gonna be
only
hard
man
to
to see if
catch
he can
right
catch
there.
him. He's going to bring him down at about the Viking 10-yard line. Great run there by Brian McIntosh.
Great
What an
run.
athlete right there. It's going to go for about an 80-yard, or excuse me, a 60-yard gain there, or 70 actually. It'll be a 70-yard gain for Brian McIntosh. Having a bit of trouble with my hard time with my math today. We're going to get a replay of the Brian McIntosh run here. Excellent job hiding the ball. Lakewood had no idea really who had the ball there on that play. McIntosh is going to turn on the Jets here. Number 2, Jason Copeland, the quarterback, is going to make the tackle. Good tackle there. Catch him around the legs here. Here come the Vikings up to the line. Peterson under center, all 3 men in the backfield. Peterson takes the ball. We'll take the ball from the center here. There's going to be a handoff to number 33, Jordan Salisbury. He's going to be brought down from behind. He's going to gain about 2 or 3 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and about 8 from the 8-yard line. Hazlitt will actually have the opportunity to get a first down inside about the inside about the quarter-yard line here if they need it. Good way to start off their first series here.
Definitely.
We get a replay here of the run. Check that. Peterson under center. 3 in the backfield. McIntosh in the middle with Widener to his left and Salisbury to McIntosh's right. Here's going to be the handoff. It looks like it's going to go back to Salisbury again. He's going to run to about the 2 or 3 yard line here. And that will bring up 3rd down and about, tough to say, about 4 yards here for the Vikings.
3rd and 3.
For the Vikings here. Mike, what do you expect here? Will the Vikings cash it in here on 3rd down?
You know, I wouldn't be surprised to see maybe another pass play. Last week it seemed to work out with Ryan Widener, so that's always a possibility. If not, maybe a run to Brian McIntosh.
Peterson under center will hand the ball off. Looks like he's going to keep it himself, and he's going to scamper in for the touchdown. Touchdown Vikings. Number 11, Matt Peterson with the score.
Good drive by the Vikings there.
They were in a situation, it was about 3rd and 11 from their own 20-yard line. Give to McIntosh there, and he was able to bring it down 70 yards, put it just outside of the Viking 10-yard, the Viking 10-yard, the Lakewood Viking 10-yard line. Here's gonna bring up Peterson. There he is, right there, your quarterback on the screen right there, scoring the touchdown for the Vikings. To kick at number 21, Mark Messina. There's the hold. The kick is up, and it is good.
PAT is good.
Puts the score Hazlitt 7, Lakewood 0 with 3:33 remaining in the first quarter. Now, Mike, if you're Lakewood's coach, Randall Hager here, what do you say to your defense? They just gave up a 91-yard drive there.
Well, you know, I would say the best thing to do is keep your head up, put it behind you. It's early in the game, a lot of time to play here, and
there's a shot of our Hazlitt sideline there.
Yep.
So
I think the Lakewood Vikings, I think they'll come back with something here. It's very early in the game.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised to see Lakewood put the ball maybe in the air a little bit more. Hazlitt's got a really good secondary though this year with 6'5" Calvin Hissong back there quarterbacking the secondary at safety, and 14 James Trebilcock. Kid with a lot of heart there, very quick, very quick.
Very quick, very hard worker.
Well, the Vikings will spread it out here and they will kick off. Number 21, Mark Messina, actually a former soccer player here, kicking for the Vikings. Good kicker though.
Where the foot comes from, the soccer.
Does come from the soccer. Well, here's the kick. Messina to boot it away. There's the kick. It's going to be a low line driver. It's like it's going to be picked up by Lakewood. He's going to keep it, actually. It's going to be number 30 there. He's going to be hit by, looks like number 17, Ben Conroy, and brought down at about the Lakewood Viking 23-yard line.
Good effort there by both Blake Waldron and
Benjamin
Conroy
Benjamin Conroy.
chasing him down.
Good work.
Making the
Good
tackle.
good kickoff coverage there. Didn't
Yes.
really have much going anywhere.
Very good.
The Viking defense will come back out onto the field here. Lakewood was able to pick up 2 first downs before running a couple option plays and being stuck at the line and being forced to punt. Vanderboom goes under center. Pro form, split outs both to the right side. We're going to run an option to the right. Number 2 is going to keep it. He's got a lot of room over there. He's going to be stopped, pushed out of bounds by number 23, Tigana Makuna, for a gain of about 20 yards there. Not bad for the Lakewood Vikings.
Not bad at all. I believe, was that the Lakewood quarterback that had the run there?
Yep, that's going to be a option keeper there for Jeff Vanderboom. Here's a replay of the Lakewood run. He is fast. He was able to actually track down Brian McIntosh down the last play.
Yep.
Not going to be
Got
good,
some
though. If he's got to play 2 ways this whole game, especially run the option, he's going to be awful tired by the time the night's over with. Tigana Makuna here, actually a Michigan prospect, makes a good tackle here, drives the man out of bounds. Vanderboom under center. He's going to hand it off, looks like to, well, I do believe number 20 for the Lakewood Vikings, Tyler Belden.
Tackle made by number 3 there, Blake Waldron, I believe.
But it was number 23, number 3, Blake Waldron there.
Number 3.
It's getting a bit dark outside here. We've got some gray clouds rolling in here. Skies, got the lights on here, so not really much affecting there. It's mostly cloudy, pretty overcast here in Hazlet, Michigan. With the temperature currently falling down to a chilly 57 degrees.
Wow. I believe this is the coolest it's been
in a long time.
It's been in a while, yep.
Probably since last spring.
Yep.
It's Vanderboom there on the carry. He's going to pick up about 3 yards. This is going to be number 6, Adam Varterson, in on the stop. Another one of Hazlett's players that goes both ways. He plays end on offense and defensive tackle on defense.
Played a little nose guard last week as well, I believe.
Did play a little nose guard.
I believe
gave the Vikings a little bit more speed
quite
there.
successful, actually.
He was quite successful. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 2 from their own 49-yard line for the Lakewood Vikings. Vanderboom under center. Vanderboom will take it himself. Looks like going to have a
on the play.
Fumble here. Looks like the Vikings are going to recover. Looks like Vanderboom wasn't exactly sure what he wanted to do there. Looks like the fumble is going to be covered by number 56, Dan Bird. Fumble force possibly there by number 74, Isaiah Mims. It's going to be turnover there for the Lakewood. Not what you want.
Not what you want after
We're going to get a
big
replay
drive
here.
by the Vikings.
Here's the fumble here. There's a ball on the ground, actually. It's going to be recovered by number 56. 56, Dan Bird there with the recovery. Good work by him. Peterson under center. Widener split off to the left. It's like he's going to give it off to number 27, Brian McIntosh. Wow, had us faked out up here.
Yeah.
It's like Salisbury had the ball actually there. McIntosh is going to rumble for about 4 yards.
Yeah, the defender's chasing him. It's hard to track it down.
So what Hazlett's known for is that their deception on offense and their good defense.
Yep.
Checking into the game for the Vikings, number 32, Jordan Montgomery, nicknamed Monty by pretty much everybody in the entire school here. Peterson under center. He's going to have all 3 running backs in the backfield for him. Wouldn't expect to see a possible carry here to Montgomery. Peterson, there's going to be a handoff to Widener. He's going to run it around the outside. He cuts it back up. He's going to gain about 3 on the, actually check that, about 2 on the carry. He's going to bring up 3rd down and about 5 for the Vikings here. It's going to be a long 3rd down conversion here. Last time the Vikings went to McIntosh. You wouldn't be surprised to see him carry the ball again here, would you, Mike?
Definitely not. He's come up with a few big plays this evening.
Here's a replay in the last run here. Peterson hands it off to Widener. Good block there by Jordan Montgomery. It gives him a bit more running room there. He's going to get tripped up by, looks like number 3 made the stop there. Jeff Vanderboom, the quarterback on offense for Lakewood. Here's the handoff. It's going to go to, there's a fumble on the play. It's going to be recovered by Hazlett. Well, now, fumbles both ways for the teams. Could be a possibility of the cold weather. The ball is just a little bit too cold out there.
Definitely a factor this evening, the weather. A lot of wind.
Looks like the Vikings actually might be going for it here on 4th down. Here's a replay of the fumble. Looks like just a bit of miscommunication here. Looks like Peterson's actually going to recover the fumble. Good heads-up play there by the quarterback.
Yep.
Looks like Peterson will be bringing in the play here, and they're going to go for it on 4th down.
It's going to be the end of the first quarter.
Actually, check that. It's going to be the end of the first quarter. Excuse me. It's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. Beginning the second with the Vikings, 7. The Lakewood Vikings, 0. Wow, Mike, it's getting awful confusing with the Vikings here, the Vikings there.
Vikings here, Vikings there, man. It's a Viking battle this evening.
To be honest with you, though, I think they stole the mascot from us. I think they really wanted to be more like us. And
most likely.
Most likely.
Definitely, most likely. Especially with the good football history at Hazlitt, you know. Definitely.
Yeah. Actually, Lakewood is a combined school district consisting of Lake Odessa, Sunfield, and I do believe Lakeview. Put that all together and you get Lakewood. Not sure really where they got the wood at, but I assume probably they have some trees there, maybe some shrubbery or something. Something to encourage the wood to be putting next to the lake.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, looks like we're going to have number 32, Jordan Salisbury, will be punting it away for the Vikings. Split out number 8, Joe Edwards, and number 14, James Sherbilcock, as the men here try to make the initial stop back to receive the kick. Number 8, Josh Mitchell. He's not a big kid, 5'9", 170. A little bit smaller than that, maybe only 5'5".
Jordan Montgomery.
He's gonna punt it away. There's gonna be a great punt there by Jordan Montgomery. Well, that's gonna be deep. He's gonna turn the corner here. We're gonna get a penalty here, I do believe, on Lakewood. There's a flag on the play. Probably gonna be a block in the back on Lakewood on the. This is gonna cost him a nice return, actually.
Yep.
This is gonna push him all the way back to about their 7-yard line, I do believe, maybe even further. Not what you want on a punt return, Mike.
Not at all. Not at all, especially after the touchdown in the first quarter there and a few fumbles and things. It's been a rocky game so far, but that's okay.
So we're gonna get an illegal use of the hands called on Lake Odessa, Lakewood, Sunfield, Lakewood, something, whatever you want to call them.
Lakeview.
Lakeview, yeah, Lakeview too. I've actually never seen Lake Odessa before, have you?
I don't think I have either. Not even on a map.
I don't even think it exists. Probably, I don't, Well, anyways, back to the football game. Lakewood's going to go with a pro form. Going to put staggered receivers out to the right side, or excuse me, the left side. Vanderboom under center once again. They will take over from about their own 8-yard line. It's going to be a handoff here, and he's going to go nowhere.
Stopped up. Nice play there by the Viking defense.
Lakewood's got not a bad team. They've got a very big offensive line.
Very big. Actually, I believe I heard the average size was 240 pounds on the line.
It's pretty big.
That's very big.
Very, very big, especially for high school football.
Yes, definitely.
Maybe not the fastest offensive line, but they've got a lot of weight to throw around here.
That's right.
We go pro form again. Split outs to the right side. You're going to have a run up the middle there. It's like by number 20, Tyler Belgin. He's going to go for a no gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Actually, excuse me, 3rd down and about 10, actually.
Third
they
and long.
got about a 1-yard gain there on the run. A good Viking defense.
3rd and fairly long.
Fairly long. Fairly long.
Could be worse.
We're going to go, Lakewood's going to go pro form. They're going to split guys out to both sides here. We're surprised to see a pass here, and it is a pass. It's going to be,
bobbled there.
Bobbled there, slipped out of the hands. Would have been a nice catch if he would have been able to make
nice
that.
catch.
Number 21, Spencer Dutz, unable to come up with it there. Defense applied there by number 27, Brian McIntosh. Here's a replay of the passing attempt here for Lakewood. Excuse me, that's going to be the run. No, it's the passing attempt. There it is. Well, there's the hit made. If you missed it, there was the hit.
Good hit there by number 27, Brian McIntosh.
It's like Vikings are going to come with everybody, try to block this. not going to be able to get to it. It's going to hit it about the 29, take a Viking bounce, and it's going to be downed at the Lakewood 35-yard line. That's going to be a net punt of about 40 yards there. Not a bad punt. Fortunately, he's kicking about 8 yards deep in his own end zone. Vikings will take over on their own 35-yard line. Vikings will take over on the Viking 35-yard line.
Yes, the Viking 35-yard line. A very good situation to be in. Very good situation. So we can capitalize on this opportunity. You don't get these opportunities very often.
No, you don't. Peterson under center all three of his running backs in the backfield, the 2-back, the 3-back, and the 4-back, as they're called here at Hazlitt High School. Peterson will take the snap from 74, Isaiah Mims. He's going to hand the ball off up. Looks like it's the first man's going to get it, actually. That's going to be Brian McIntosh there. Number 27 is going to scamper for about a 4-yard gain there. Bring up second and about 6.
Second and 6.
Well, now,
if they don't come up with anything here, Greg, do you think they'll go for the field goal, or do you think that could be
well,
the win factor?
Lake Odessa, Lakewood, Lakeview, Sunfield hasn't really shown much of any kind of offense. So I wouldn't be surprised to see the Vikings go for it if they get in a tight 4th down situation here.
Yeah.
We're going to have a false start here on the Viking offense here. It's like, not sure who moved early there. Maybe 54, Jay Hurl. Not really sure, though, here on the play. Somebody on the left side of things.
Yep.
It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Vikings. We're going to get a false start here on the Vikings. Unfortunate. They had a good run on 1st down.
That's
probably
okay,
we're going to pick up a couple yards there on 2nd. Bring up a short 3rd down conversion, but jump the gun there, and the Vikings will have 2nd and 11 for them now. Peterson under center, all three of his backs in the backfield. Lake Odessa, Lakewood will pack the box with about 10 men. I believe their safety back there, the quarterback, Vanderboom, actually. It's going to be a passing play here by Peterson. He's going to have Salisbury wide open. Salisbury's going to be dragged out of bounds at about the 6-yard line here. Great play call there by Coach Charles Lusky there.
Charlie with a big play call right there.
Peterson with a nice throw, rolling out to his right. That's going to bring up 1st and goal for the Vikings here. We need a replay here of the last passing conversion. Peterson's now 1 for 2 on the night. Peterson across his body. He's going to heave it up there to a particularly pretty open Jordan Salisbury there. Makes a good catch. He runs down the sideline. He's going to be knocked out of bounds, looks like by Vandercook, the quarterback / safety, defensive back for Lake Odessa. With 9:21 remaining in the 1st quarter, Hazlitt 7, Lakewood 0. Peterson hands the ball off. Looks like he's going to pass it again. He's going to be hauled down. Gets the pass off though. Smart play there by Peterson to throw that ball away when he's being pulled down there. That's a good heads-up call, or heads-up play there by Peterson.
It seems that the Vikings have had quite some success this year with the passing so far. It seems like it's been working out for them pretty well. They don't pass very often, but when they do, it seems to be working out all right.
It does seem to be working for him. Peterson will go under center here. All three men in the backfield. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run this to the wide side here. Here's Salisbury's going to go wide side. He's going to cut it back up, and he's going to run in for the score. Touchdown, Vikings. Yeah. 7-yard run for number 33, Jordan Salisbury.
Jordan Salisbury, yes. Pretty good football player. He had an older brother that played at Hazlitt, I think.
Very good player. Very good player, his older brother.
Yeah.
We're going to get a replay here of the, there's the moving TV25 logo all the way across the screen. Wow, look at what you have there. Wow, that was impressive. We're going to get, there's our student section. They're all riled up for tonight's game. Messina to kick. They'll put it up. Low kick, but it is going to be good for Messina. That'll make the Vikings of Hazlitt 14, the Vikings of Lake Odessa Lakewood 0. Here's a replay, actually, of the scoring run here by good block there by Widener. Gives him enough time, and 32, Jordan Salisbury will get the final block here to push the man out of the way, and Salisbury will
finds his way
run it into the end zone.
Finds his way in. Pretty fast kid.
Big and fast.
He can move.
Okay, now Mike, your Randall Hager, Randy, we'll call him Randy Hager for Lakewood. What are you telling your players now? Now you're down by 14 to one of the best teams in the state,
Oh,
Division
man.
3.
I don't know, man. The Vikings, it's a tough situation when the Hazlet Vikings capitalize with 2 touchdowns on you. This early in the game, we still have 9 minutes left in the second quarter, and I guess all you can say is keep your heads up, boys. Keep going, and
We'll see what the
Gotta be
Vikings
tough
come
out
out
there.
here with to kick this one off. Honestly, wouldn't be surprised to see a little trickery from Coach O here. Maybe dub this kick, squib it here, possibly get a recovery here, force a fumble. Messina 21 will kick it off for the Vikings. There's the kick. It's gonna be a long one, driven all the way back to about the 5-yard line of Lakewood. He's gonna actually cut through a couple Vikings there, and he's gonna bring it all the way out to about the Viking Lake Odessa Lakewood Viking 28-yard line. No, a bad return there. It goes for about 23 yards. Looks like
Not bad.
Viking. Maybe if he would have hopped over one more tackle there, he could have had a little bit of running room. There's defensive
So-
coordinator Robert Port there.
it's always the extra effort that counts. Makes the difference.
Vandercook will bring the play into his team here. So we're going to get a late substitution. Number 8, Josh Mitchell will check into the game for Lakewood. We're going to go. Actually, he's going to come back out of the game. We're going to have an illegal substitution call here. Too many men in the huddle for Lakewood. Not really sure why 8 came into the game there. He's listed as quarterback. And looks like he's going to get a mouthful from his coach here. Not really sure what happened there. Oh, actually, no. Check that. We're going to have a flag's not going to be called here. We're going to have it waved off. Looks like he was actually not involved there. They have one man in the backfield. Looks like Lake Odessa Lakewood's going to put everybody they can up on the line to try to get some kind of running game going here. And the Vikings are just all over that. Tackled by about 6 or 7 Vikings there. He's going to lose, looks like about 3 yards on the play.
Number 20, Tyler Beglin, brought down by.
It's going to be 3rd and long, and with Lakewood Vikings trailing, it's kind of a tough situation right here. What do you think? What do you think is going to happen here, Greg?
Well, here's a replay here. 20's just going to be stuffed by, looks like number 25 for the Vikings. Nick Evon making the initial stop there for the Vikings. Plays nose tackle for the Vikings here. It's going to bring up 2nd down and about 12. Lake Odessa with one man in the backfield, ace form here. It's going to be a option play, and the Vikings are all over the backfield. That's going to be number 55, Nicholas King, in there on the stop.
Down by number 55, Nick King.
It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 13 from their own 26-yard line.
The King's a very good football player, very strong.
Big, strong, quick. Look, that's definitely
Good
what you like to
combination
have.
of everything. Good football player.
Looks like Vandercook will give the playoff to his team here, and he will bring out the ace form again. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers split out. Here's going to be the pass here by Vandercook. He's going to be
Brought down.
sacked by number 17, Benjamin David Conroy.
Had
there.
no idea he was even coming.
Blindside stop there. Great play there by 17, Ben Conroy. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 16 for Lakewood. Check that, about 4th and 14. To punt it away for Lakewood, it's like, well, can't really see the number right now. Back to return for the Vikings, though, is Jordan Montgomery. He broke one long out for a touchdown in the game against Lansing Eastern. It's like Hazlitt's going to, it's like Montgomery will take the fair catch at the Lake Odessa Lakewood Viking 49-yard line. Good smart play call there by Jordan Montgomery there. With
Definitely.
6:39 remaining in the first half, Hazlitt 14, Lakewood 0. Mike, what do you expect to see on this set of downs for the Vikings here? Run, pass, run, run.
You know, I think with a 14-0 lead, it gives you a few more options. wouldn't be surprised to see a few pass plays, even though that's not the Viking style. The has a Viking style, I should say.
We're going to have actually a penalty here on the Vikings, an inadvertent face mask called on them on their return. It's only a 5-yard penalty, though. They'll start the drive from their own 46-yard line now. Brings up first down as well. Peterson will bring the team to the line. He's going to have he's actually going to have a wing out to the right. Looks like it to be Widener there, wing out to the left, excuse me. Peterson and take the ball from Mims. Here's the handoff. Looks like it's going to actually, it's going to be a pass play. It's a reverse over here to check that, not a reverse play, but
by Calvin Hissong.
Calvin Hissong's got a lot of room ahead of him. He's got number 2 Vandercook. He runs right over top of him. Vandercook able to make the stop though, and he's going to be down at about the 3-yard line. Great play call there by Coach Hill. Haven't seen that play all year.
Yes.
That was different. We were expecting a pass over to Salisbury, and Peterson had a bit of pressure on him. Threw the ball back over to the right side to a wide open Calvin Hissong. Here's going to be the end of the play here, the end of the run. Great play there by Calvin Hissong. He's going to take this right past everybody down to about the 3-yard line, and Vandercook's going to try to get in the way, and he's just going to get bowled over. He just gets smoked there. Here's Peterson under center, 3 men in the backfield. Peterson will hand the ball off to Widener, and he's going to go in for the score. Touchdown, Vikings. This is going to be a 3-yard touchdown run for Mr. Ryan Widener.
2 plays on the scoring drive. Good drive for the Vikings.
Real good job for the Vikings. That was a quick possession there.
I was expecting a pass play, as I said, and
you were right.
It came up.
Good work there by Mike G. That's going to make the score. Hazlitt 20, Lakewood 0.
Messina's
we're going to have the...
he's a high percentage kicker.
He's
high percentage with the PATs.
We had the Hissong-Messina connection here. Brent Hissong, the long snapper, to Calvin Hissong, cousins. And Messina to kick it up. And it is good for Messina. Makes the score Hazlitt 21, Lakewood 20. Okay, Mike. Now you're down by 21. Randy's down by 21. What's he doing now? What's he telling his troops?
I'm out of ideas, Greg. How about, what do you think? What do you think?
Here's Calvin Hissong taking the replay here again. He's going to, great play call there. That's got to be a new one for this week. New one to bring out. Smart play there. Vandercook, the quarterback on offense, the defensive back on defense.
Very nice run by Calvin.
And there's the touchdown run right there. Wow, you had 2 plays for the price of 1 there.
2 plays.
The Vikings will take the, they're going to kick off to the Vikings, the Lakewood Vikings.
To the Lakewood Vikings. So anyways, Greg, what do you think? What do you think?
Well, if I'm Randy as I'll call him, what I'd be doing is I'm just trying to fire my troops up. There's a lot of time left in the game. You're only down by 21. Hey, there we are.
There we are, yes.
How's everybody doing down there?
Up in the box. It's a little bit chilly up here with the wind.
Yeah,
not too bad.
The window's out. Mike G's
out.
He's got his sleeves rolled up there.
It's all right though.
Oh, well. Anyways, we'll get back to the game here with 5 minutes and 56. Hazlitt's going to kick it onside there. And it's going to be recovered by Lakewood. I knew they were going to do one of those. Did I say it? Yeah, well, it looks like Lakewood was figured Hazlitt out there. Good hands.
They were ready for it.
The hands team was in there. Maybe a little stick him on the hands, keep the ball, make sure it's stuck on him.
Yep.
A little cooking oil maybe, a little Pam on there, a little spray on Pam. Nonetheless, though, the Lakewood Vikings will go pro form receivers to the left and the right. Hazlitt with 5 down linemen, 3 linebackers. Going to be the gift to number 20, Tyler Beglin, and he's going to be stopped for about a 2-yard gain. He's brought down by number 74, Isaiah Mims. Plays center on the basketball team as well.
Yes, he's a big kid, good athlete.
He's got a lot of touch around that hoop.
Oh yeah, he's a big guy.
He is a big kid. Plays center on offense, defensive line on defense. Lakewood will come to the line, pro form receivers to the left and to your right. Here's the play. It's going to be a pass. It's going to be swing out to the right there. He's going to be stopped by number 32 on the initial stop, Jordan Montgomery, then tackled by a host of Vikings. Number 5, Calvin Hissong, makes the hit there. It'll bring up 3rd down and 9 for Lakewood. Here's a replay of the last stop for the Vikings. Vanderboom to pass. He's got an open receiver here. Catches the ball, nicely done. Keeps his eyes on it the whole time. And then here comes the man. He's just going to tear him up by his wrist. Mims is going to hit him. Calvin Hissong's going to hit him. And he's just going to be taken down. This is a key play right here for the Vikings. 3rd down and 9. Pro form. Receivers to the left and the right. Here's going to be Ben Conroy had that play sniffed out from the get-go. Quarterback Vanderboom had nowhere to go.
Ben Conroy's been sneaky this evening. I believe that might be his second one.
Second sack of the night
Second sack of the night.
Benjamin Conroy. He's all over the place.
He's
tonight.
all over.
All over. He's quick. Another one of Hazlitt's basketball players, actually, too.
Yeah.
There's a shot from our Canon camera down there on the sideline. Jeremy taking some shots for us. Great picture quality there. It will.
Very good.
Here comes 4th down. Lake Odessa, Lakewood, Sunfield, Lakeview will punt it away to number 32, Jordan Montgomery. Here's the kick. Vikings come with the block, unable to get it. Here's a nice kick way up in the air. He's going to be hit as soon as he catches it.
Think he was a little close there, Greg?
A little close. We're going to have no halo violation, though. Actually taken out by college this year. Not sure what the high school did with it, though, this year. Didn't appear to be within 2 yards, though, anyways.
Yeah.
The Vikings will take over with 3:42 remaining in the second quarter. The score 21-0 in favor of the Hazlitt Vikings.
Yes.
Peterson will bring the team to the line. Mims, the center, with 3 of his backs, all of them in the backfield. Wouldn't be surprised, maybe a give to McIntosh here. Probably try to score before the half is ended here. Wouldn't be surprised. Here's the handoff. It's going to be up the middle by Widener, and he's going to be stopped way behind the line. He's going to get his forward progress, though. He's going to be down at about the 29-yard line. Or, excuse me, the 24-yard line. It's going to be a loss of about 3 yards. Lakewood had that one sniffed out from the get-go. Here's a replay of the play.
Sniffed out.
It's going to be, looks like a bit of a delay here. Widener tries to spin it out. He goes nowhere. That's going to be number 65, Ryan Fan, in on the stop for Lakewood. We're going to have, not really sure what's going on. We're going to have a timeout called, looks like by, timeout by somebody. I think get the Water Boys are running it on out here.
Could be a TV timeout. Maybe not. Probably not.
Let's see what's going on here. That's going to be a timeout called by the Vikings. They were first to charge timeout of the half, and that will give them 2 remaining in the last 3:25 of the game. Looks like the Vikings are going to try to get a score here before the half is ended. Wouldn't be surprised to see another pass play here, would you, Mike?
Absolutely not. No pressure.
Well,
as well see what you can do here.
While we're, hanging out here with you guys, we'd like to introduce some of our seniors for this year. Playing, number 56 for the Vikings is Nicholas King. He's a center. He usually plays 2 ways. Actually, check that, number 55, he plays offense and defense, guard, tackle, whatever you may have here. One of Hazlitt's excellent players.
Yeah.
Also on the line tonight, number 54, Jay Harold, plays baseball, as well as he played basketball last year, too. Yeah. Fortunately, had to miss most of last year with a torn ACL.
Yeah, he's had a lot of injuries.
During his high school career.
Career.
Broken hand last year for baseball. Didn't come back till about the last week of the season. Peterson goes under center. There's going to be looks like the handoff's going to go up the gut to number 27, Brian McIntosh. He's going to be hauled down after he gains about 6 yards. Bring up 3rd down and about 5 for the Vikings, with the clock still moving with 3:05 remaining in the first half. Well, Mike, pass.
Could be. Yeah, we got Adam Varteris on the end here, and last week he had a touchdown. Wouldn't be surprised to see another pass play to him this evening.
That's what the Vikings do here. Peterson tries to draw him
Looks like
offside.
some
We're going to
movement.
have a false start, I do believe, on the Vikings, it looks like, unfortunately. But you'll never know here. See, the penalty's going to come on. The Vikings look like it's going to be offsides on Lakewood. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty and in the neutral zone before the ball was snapped. Looks like it's going to be a 3rd down. Well, we're going to check here if it's going to be first down, if it's going to be 3rd down and a short 3 chain links. Well, let's see here. So you're going to have a first down by penalty here. Actually, no, excuse me. It's going to be 3rd down. Nope. First down for the Vikings on the penalty. Way to get the first down, stop the clock for a while.
Vikings have been making big plays this evening.
As always. Vikings always making big plays. Peterson goes under center, all 3 of his backs in the backfield. Here's going to be the handoff. Looks like to, going to be a pass. Excuse me, wow. There's Tiggin McCoon out there. He makes the catch for the first down.
Wow. Greg, I believe that might be the longest pass of the year.
I do believe
so far.
Last week's touchdown grab to Varterson was
that was pretty, yeah.
Pretty far too. It was actually, I think that was probably the same play there. Just
yeah,
to a different play there. It looks like the same play. It's going to bring up first down for the Vikings. Stops the clock as they move the chains here with 2:38 remaining in the second quarter. Peterson, another good catch there. I believe he's 3 for 5 tonight. More passes already than he had against the Wood all game.
I think he's getting a little more confidence with his passing game. And
his receivers are getting open today, too.
Yes, definitely.
Lakewood packs the box. Peterson under center, 3 men in the backfield. Here's going to be the handoff. Looks like to Widener. He's going to cut it back up, and he's going to be stopped. He's going to have a gain of about 1 on the play with the clock still rolling. Widener, not much going for him tonight. Looks like Lakewood's got the outside hunted out. Probably saw the DeWitt film here and realized that Hazlitt was very successful running the ball. Here's a replay of Widener's run here. He's going to take the ball, and, well, here we are back to the game. Peterson under center. It's going to be another passing play. He's going to throw it off to Widener. Widener's going to catch it. He's going to be out of bounds.
I believe he stepped out at about the
looks like about
33-yard line.
Looks like he's going to be out about the 32 here.
32, yeah.
32-yard line. That's going to be a first down for the Vikings. Out of bounds. Stops the clock. You know, actually, that might have been better than taking it up 4 or 5 more yards and getting tackled on the field.
Yep.
Looks like Peterson was looking for Varterson there. Varterson had actually 2 men on him and was able to hook up with actually Ryan Widener there. Number 28, Ryan Widener. Mims to snap the ball to Peterson. Peterson, all 3 of his men in the backfield again. Here they come. Here's going to be the handoff to, looks like McIntosh. He's going to stumble around. He's going to be down. Fortunately, couldn't keep his footing there. He might have had a touchdown here. The clock continues to roll with 1:36 remaining in the second quarter and the half. Yeah, a little hurry-up offense here for the Vikings. No huddle here. Looks like we'll see what we're going to get here. Peterson checks the play with his backs. Salisbury to go wing right. Here's the handoff. Looks like it's going to be. Looks like McIntosh is going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. The clock continues to roll with 1:05 remaining in the first half. The Vikings, I assume, will probably throw here on 3rd down, and if they don't get it, throw on 4th down here. Possibly kick if they need to. The wind might be a factor here. It's died down a little bit. Peterson will go back under center again here. 3 men in the backfield. Here's Peterson's going to keep it himself. Oh, great hide there.
He's got the ball.
Great hide there by Peterson. He's going to run enough for the first down. Wow, that reminds me of Texas A&M last night. Seeing their quarterback, he hit the ball real well last night behind his back and was able to.
What was his name? McNeil?
Yeah, McNeil for Texas A&M. Looks like Peterson maybe getting some ideas from the college game.
He watched the game last night. He watched it and he got the ideas.
Got the ideas here. Look at Peterson fakes the handoff and wow, you know what? I don't think anybody can see who has that ball there.
Nobody even knew. I just watched him go right along the outside, right by himself, and
it's going to be tackled there by number 3 for Lakewood, Jeff Vanderboom, quarterback tackling the quarterback. That kid's got to be tired. He's got to be really tired after the game.
What's his name? Vanderboon?
Vanderboon.
Vanderboon.
Boone. Well, plays 2 ways every play, all the time.
That's a long game. It's a long season. That's a long high school career for playing both ways, man.
Playing both ways. It definitely is. It's also usually is a downfall to most teams. They just get too tired and can't keep playing. I remember Williamson did that last year with their quarterback. Played linebacker and ran the option. It's a good thing Peterson only has to play one way here for the Vikings.
Yep. See what they can come up with here.
Peterson will go under center. We're going to have a wing to the right side of the field.
Coach Joe has always got something in the bag.
Always has something in the bag.
Could be something exciting here. You never know, but
Here you go. Peterson will take the snap. It's going to be a It's going to be a pass. Excuse me. Pass to 28. Brian
taking a Macuna.
23. Taking a Macuna.
That's
with a touchdown.
D1 prospect right there.
University of Michigan. He's been to a game. Check out the locker room. Talk to the coaches. If he doesn't go to Michigan, I'd definitely be sure he'll be going Division II for sure.
Could be.
If he's unable to.
Many good options for Division II. Grand Valley State University.
The 2002 national champions.
Which is in Michigan, Grand Rapids area.
Allendale.
Won the national championship last year.
Here's Messina to kick it from the Hisson connection. Messina boots it up, and it's going to be through the uprights. The kick is good for the Vikings. The score with 33.1 seconds left. Hazlitt 28, Lake Odessa, Lakewood, Sunfield, and Lakeview 0.
A lot of passing tonight.
Here, we're gonna get a replay here possibly of the. Oh yeah, we missed the replay. Anyways, well.
A lot of passing.
If you're Randall here, what are you doing for Lakewood now? You gonna try maybe a trickery on the kickoff here?
I don't think I'm gonna be expecting anything too fancy. Just get through the half, you know. It's been a tough half for the Lakewood Vikings, and I think they need to regroup during halftime.
Lakewood doesn't have a very large team at all. Hazlitt's got about probably 3 times the players Lakewood does. Lakewood's probably got enough guys for everybody to go each way. With probably about 6 or 7 left over. So we've got a roster of about 30.
Whereas the Vikings,
they have a lot of guys.
Lots
of guys. Many more
to choose from.
Well, Messina will kick it off with 33.1 seconds remaining here. Got maybe possibly another squib here for the Vikings, running a little bit more time off the clock. Here's Messina. He's actually going to kick it long. It's going to be a shorter kick here. He's going to be fumbled. Number 20 is going to keep it, and he's going to run up the side. He's got a little bit of room there. He's going to be brought out down by number 8 Joe Edwards at about the Lakewood Viking 31-yard line, where they will take over on offense. The Vikings are going to bring in a sort of prevent defense here to make sure the Lakewood Vikings don't go long here. They've got a ways to go, though. They have 3 timeouts, but only 24.9 seconds.
What are you expecting here, Greg?
I expect a pass. I mean, you might as well give it a try.
Yep.
So they're going to hand it off, go up the middle. Looks like number 20 there.
Pretty good run there.
Not a bad run. Looks like number 8 Josh Mitchell will carry it. Number 3 Blake Waldron will make the stop. It's going to bring up 2nd and 2 for Lake Odessa.
Nick King coming off.
Here, actually, Lakewood's just going to run out. This is going to be the end of the first half. Hazlitt 28.
Yeah,
Lakewood 0.
That's going to do it for the half. Good half for the Vikings. Good half.
14 points in the first quarter, 14 in the second. Not much more Coach Otluski can ask for here. Great first half out of the Vikings. We're going to leave you at halftime with the band, the Hazlitt Viking Marching Band. So we will be back for the second half. Start things back off with the final score, the halftime score right now. Hazlitt 28, Lake Odessa, Lakewood 0.
The Viking Marching Band takes us to a different high school in a different time with their 2003 show featuring tunes from the hit musical Grease. The opener features a medley of We Go Together and Grease Lightning.
How about you?
The band now presents a piece to get the whole place shaken, shaken at the high school hop. you could be singing this next number, the band's final tune, Beauty School Dropout. Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to introduce the members of the outstanding senior class of the Viking Marching Band. Introducing Tony Appicelli, accompanied by Mike and Linda Appicelli. Julie Behrman with Randy and Rebecca Nakata. Shayna Brown with Larry and Cindy Brown. Sharon Button with David and Kathy Button. Jacqueline Carlson with Greg and Kristen Carlson. Ryan Colthorpe with Todd Colthorpe and Beth Brown. Mary Ann Deshane, accompanied by Phil and Claudia Deshane. Tiana Dodson, accompanied by Tim, Krista, and Angela Dodson. Andrew Donaldson, accompanied by Michael Donaldson. Mike Ezzo with Anita Ezzo. Andy George with Tom and Ava George. Crystal Holtz with Carl Holtz. Steve Irwin with Jeff and Patty Irwin. Justine Taylor with Melanie and Steve Taylor. Autumn Lacala with Brian and Amy Lacala. Josh Mathias with Gary and Pam Mathias. Trevor McMinn with Jennifer Downs. Taylor Rice, accompanied by Charles and Coyne Rice. Ashley Ryersey with Gene Ryersey. Nathan Ross with Brian and Sherry Ross. Brian Wagonek with Amy and Larry Wagonek. Nathan Wilkie, accompanied by Linda and Ken Wilkie. And Amy Winder with Janice and Rick Winder. Ladies and gentlemen, the seniors of the Viking Marching Band. Brooks a happy birthday, and Matt Peterson wants to wish his Aunt Mary Ann happy 60th. Looks good to me.
Hello and welcome back to the second half. The Vikings are taking the field currently as we speak, getting all stretched out and ready to go. We've got about 2 minutes and 30 seconds until the second half commences here. Now, Mike G, Hazlitt's up 28-0 right now. What adjustments does Charlie Otluski make at halftime?
You know what? I believe that there aren't too many adjustments to be made, personally. I mean, they've changed some things up. They've been passing the ball a little bit more this evening than normal, it seems like. And I think if they just come out, they got to definitely stay focused, not get overconfident, and come out, play strong, stick with the game plan that they've had, that they had in the first half. And I think they're on their way to a W.
I would agree with that. What about for Lakewood? What do they need to change to get back in this game?
Lakewood. Well, I think
That's the team over there. That's Lakewood over there.
I think
To our
Lakewood's
right.
got some opportunities. I think they got. I mean, you know, has us up by 4 touchdowns. It's gonna be tough for Lakewood to come back. Score 4
So what you're telling me is, in order
touchdowns.
for Lakewood to win this game, they're going to need to probably score more touchdowns than Hazlitt.
Yeah, that would need to happen definitely. Got to put some points on the board somehow. But I think, you know, I think if they come out and play hard, they might get some more opportunities than they had in the first half, and they could be on their way to a comeback. What do you think?
Well, 28 points. Hazlitt gets the ball starting the second half. I think Lakewood's going to be in trouble. Once we get past that, once we get up, Hazlitt gets up by 35 points. Clock is going to continuously roll until Lakewood gets it back under 35 points.
I think the next touchdown in the game is going to be
the deciding factor.
The deciding factor. I mean, Hazlitt's up by a lot right now, but if Lakewood can maybe capitalize
I think
early in the
Lakewood's
half.
probably got about 50, maybe 50 yards of total offense right now. Hazlitt's defense has been doing an excellent job this game. Lakewood's had a lot of nothing, we could say that.
Yes.
Well, the Vikings won't bring out their, the Vikings will keep their starting lineup in the game for a bit longer here, possibly when it gets about, maybe if the game does push to 35-0. Wouldn't be surprised to see the second stringers come in.
Yeah.
And Hazlitt's got a really good second string, as we saw against Lansing Eastern. Priest Watson, number 9, very, very quick. Cuts
Very
that corner.
athletic, very good athlete. He had an amazing run, in my opinion, against Eastern. I think it was a touchdown run, and he really he impressed me, you know. And I think he could be. I think he might see some time next year, a lot of time maybe. You know, he'll be competing with the other backs.
All
Ryan
3 of
McIntyre.
them, actually.
All 3 of them are juniors, but you know, it's just going to give them more depth. You know, it's a good situation. It's a good situation for the Vikings
When
for
you've
the
got-
future.
You know,
Yeah.
when you have in the game 4 guys who can run the ball, a quarterback, your 3 running backs, and then you can even hand the ball off to your tight ends too.
Yep.
All 6 of those guys are very capable of running the ball. Wouldn't be surprised to see some substitutions take place in the second half, though. Well, here's Lakewood's going to kick it off for the first time all night. It's going to be number 14, Tyler Harmsday. Booted off. He's going to kick it onside.
Onside kick.
And that ball's going to be recovered by
Lakewood.
Lakewood. It's like Lakewood's going to take over from the Hazlitt 45-yard line. Hazlitt caught off guard there, definitely.
Yeah. I mean,
We weren't even pushed up to the 50. Lakewood, smart play there, and And take the ball back over. Well,
The Vikings looked a little lax, I think, on that kickoff, but that's okay. Just got to regain focus.
and
Got a lot. They got a big lead right now. Just gotta keep things going. Play tough defense here.
Vanderboon will go under center and pro form wide receivers to his left and to his right. Vanderboon will take the snap. He's going to run an option to his left. He's going to cut it back up. He's going to keep the ball himself. He's going to be stopped down. Looks like Hazlitt picked up a fumble there. He's going to be called down due to the ground. He's going to pick up about 4 there on the carry. He's going to bring up second and about 6 or 7 here. Taking to Makuna, number 23, making a stop there for the Vikings. Good tackle there. Vanderboon will bring his troops again to the line here. Try to make something happen here tonight.
Number
Gonna
66.
go pro
the center.
form with the receivers to the right and to the left. Vanderboon takes from the center. He's gonna run an option. He's gonna run it into a pass though. Ben Conroy is gonna hit him from behind. Looks like interception almost made by number 23, Tigan Makuna there. He felt a lot of pressure there. Had to let that ball go. Great defensive play there by the Vikings. It's gonna pressure applied by 74 Isaiah Mims and 17 Benjamin David Conroy.
He's been getting back
He's
there.
been flying around today.
Oh yeah.
All over the place tonight.
He's had a nice game so far.
Looks like Lakewood's going to come back up to the line. Vanderboon's going to go back under center once again. Pro form wide receiver to his right and to his left. It's going to be a fumble on a snap. Looks like it's going to be recovered back by Lakewood again, though. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 8. Looks like the Lakewood Vikings are going to have to punt it away once again here. Well, they're not really sure what they want right now. Here comes the punt unit. It's going to come on for the Lakewood Vikings. Unfortunately, they're fumbling the ball on 3rd down. Doesn't help you out very much.
Yep.
And going to lose it down there, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Number 32, Jordan Montgomery. Is that Monty?
That is Monty.
That's Monty. He's back for the kick here. See what he can do.
Returning kicks all year long.
Yes. He's a quick player. Brings success to the program.
Hazlitt might be expecting a little trickery here. It looks like Lakewood's going to kick it away. That's going to be a low line drive kick. Caught by Calvin Hissong, actually. The ball booted right at him, and he's going to pick it up and take it out to the 41-yard line. Good heads-up play there by number 5, Calvin Hissong. So we get a replay there of the punt return by Hissong. So Hissong might have been even expecting that, possibly. Hazlitt might have picked that up on some scouting film there. Nonetheless, though, the Hazlitt Vikings will take the game back over from their own 42.5-yard line. Here's the replay of the punt. Calvin Hissong picks it up there. Maybe unexpectedly coming to him. Well, back to the play at hand. Peterson goes under center. They're actually going to see a little bit more of the replay there. There we go. Peterson under center is going to hand it off to Widener. Widener's going to scamper for about 4 there. Good run there by number 28, Ryan Widener.
Ryan Widener.
Good blocking there by the entire defensive line all the way through. Good play there by keeping their heads on a swivel, looking to block whatever is in their path.
Yes. Very much.
Peterson back under center. Looks like we're going to have official time. We're going to get a timeout called by Lakewood here. It's going to be Lakewood's first timeout of the half with 9:49 remaining in the 3rd quarter. It's going to be 2nd and 5 when we come back here.
Coach O is going to pull something out of the bag here, as usual. Big play call.
Expect probably a run. McIntosh possibly up the middle. Maybe give to Salisbury or Montgomery here. And then 3rd down should come upon us. We'll give the ball to 27, Brian McIntosh. Legitimate 4.4 speed for Brian McIntosh.
Yes, very, very, very fast.
There's a shot of our Viking sideline there, number 17. Ben Conroy moving through there.
David Benjamin Conroy, that would be.
Good shot of there, number 59, Chris Sherman there for the Vikings.
Chris Sherman.
Getting ready to go into the game there. There's a water boy there too, number 81.
Junior Viking.
Junior Viking.
Junior Viking.
Junior Viking right there, yeah.
Yep.
All right, well, the Vikings will start the game here. The clock getting ready to move once the ball is snapped here. Peterson under center, 3 in the backfield. Peterson's going to hand the ball off. It looks to be to, well, it's going to be 27, Brian McIntosh. He's going to run it up the middle. Good stop there by number 32, Mark Miller, a 6'4", 205 senior for Lake Odessa, Lakewood, Sunfield, and Lakeview.
Lakeview. What's
They're
the
going
other
to go
one?
no huddle here for the Vikings.
Oh.
Peterson's going to hand the ball off to Widener. Widener's going to have some room. Oh, excuse me. Wow, they're just
Very
hiding the ball from everybody tonight. That's going to be Peterson on the quarterback keeper there.
I mean, you can watch these guys as carefully. You can just try and focus, and you just never. It's just tricky, you know. You never know until the play's over.
A couple years back when Hazlitt had Logan Barnhart in the backfield, and there were games where the referees would be blowing the whistle, calling the play dead, and Logan Barnhart would be running down the sideline, scoring a touchdown for the Vikings.
Yeah, I would say that's something the Vikings got to be known.
High
The
school-
Hazlitt Vikings got to be known for.
The High School Athletic Association changed the rules on arm guards for hiding the ball, actually. It's going to be a give to number 32, Jordan Montgomery. He's going to go down the sideline, past the 20,
with the
past
speed.
the 10. He's going to be tripped up just before the goal line. He's going to be down at about the 2-yard line. Great run there by Jordan Montgomery. Good play call there by Coach O. Give it to Jordan Montgomery and have him run it down the left side of the field there.
Yeah, again, this could be the turning point in the game right here. This could be a backbreaker for Lakewood.
We're going to get a replay here of Montgomery's run here. There it is, Peterson. There you go. You can see that handoff right there. Montgomery's going to run past a bunch of guys. He breaks a couple tackles there, actually. He's going to cut it back up the field past the quarterback, Van Boone, and he's going to
Vanderboon.
take it down to the 3-yard line here. Peterson under center. The handoff here is to number 32, Montgomery. He's going to run in untouched for the score. Touchdown, Vikings. Number 32, Jordan Montgomery caps off of the drive with a 2-yard touchdown run. That will make the score Hazlitt 34, Lakeview, Lake Odessa, Sunfield, and Lakewood 0.
Wow, that's a lot of.
It's a lot of points for the Vikings right now.
Yeah, a lot of points for the Vikings. A lot of points for the Vikings. There.
Here's the Hissong Messina connection here. Brent Hissong will snap the ball to Calvin Hissong, who will hold for the man Mark Messina. Messina gets the kick up, and it is good for Messina. Wow. 35-0, Mike. You're Randall Hager now, and his assistant coaches Phil Savage, Dale Ratliff, and Keith Carpenter. What are you telling your team now? Keep your heads in the game. Keep your head up.
I mean, you can't tell them to let it go, obviously. But keep playing the game, you know.
Keep
playing the game. You're playing for the love of the game, you know. It's going to be tough to win this one, but might as well go out there and have some fun at this point, you know.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Well, the Vikings will take the field again with a 35-0 lead with 8:47 remaining in the third quarter. Mark Messina will kick things off here for the Vikings. I would not expect to see an onside kick here out of the Vikings like Lakeview tried last time.
Definitely not.
They were successful on the recovery there for them. There's the referee there talking with number 20, Tyler Belgren. He's a deep back to receive as well. Messina will kick things off here for the Vikings. A lot of kickoffs today for Messina.
A lot of kickoffs.
When you score a lot of touchdowns, you got to kick the ball off.
He's using that soccer foot, you know. It's been bringing him success this season.
Actually wearing a soccer cleat as well too.
Yeah, definitely.
There's the kick. He's gonna pooch this one up in the air. 20. Tyler Pelican's gonna get it. It looks like we're gonna have maybe a little trickery here. He doesn't have it. It's gonna number 2. Jeff Vanderboon's was actually took the ball from.
We've been seeing
Tyler Belgren and didn't really work. Mike, do you recall the when Hazlitt used to do the starburst? All 11 men would gather around in a circle. They'd pass it around and then try to run it out of that. I haven't seen that much in the last couple of years.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Is that a Tom Motherwell play? possibly Thomas Motherwell, Hazlitt's former football coach and tennis coach.
Could have been
actually.
something he left behind.
Could have
you
been.
think? It's a possibility, yes. Yeah, I do recall that. And
Here's the
that in a
handoff
while.
to, he was going to give it to Tyler Belgren there, Van Boone to Tyler Belgren, and that's going to go absolutely nowhere. It's going to bring up second down and 10 for the Vikings of Lakewood.
Heath Smythe in the game. Heath Smythe.
Number 2, Heath Smythe, comes into the game for number 27, Brian McIntosh. The Vikings are, they've still got their first-string defense in the game here. A lot of time left in the game. Don't want those Lakewood Vikings scoring any points. It'll be second down and 9 for Lakewood. Van Der Boon under center, pro form. He's going to come out for a pass, take a drop back step, and the ball is going to be overhand tossed there, thrown into the ground. It's going to be an incomplete pass ruled by the referees. Pass intended for number 20, Tyler Belgren. Probably a good thing he didn't catch that, because he was going to be smoked by a couple of Hazlitt Vikings there. Checking into the game, number 7, Ryan Richardson coming out. Number 74, Isaiah Mims. The Vikings going to add a little bit of speed here on the third down play. Instead of trying to stuff the run here, expecting the pass. Lakewood will come out pro form once again. 2 men in the backfield, wide receiver to the right and to the left. Vikings come with a blitz here. He's going to be number 44, TJ Lindemann, almost makes a stop. Quarterback is going to be slipped on the grass, maybe a little bit moist, Mike?
Maybe a little bit of moisture, I'm thinking. You know, it's kind of chilly out. It's getting later.
Getting late at night.
Yep.
Light shining on this grass. It's a bit cold. Game temperature now is a chilly 53 degrees.
It's going down. It's been dropping this evening. I must say that.
Especially the wind makes it a little bit of a factor.
Yes.
Though in the student section, we've got some guys painted up looking like the Blue Man Group.
Oh, yeah.
We have Mr. Aaron Bennett down
Aaron
there.
Bennett.
Mr. Nick Kidd.
Nicholas. Yep.
All painted up for tonight's game.
Very spirited this year, you know.
Lakewood will punt the ball away. The Vikings come with everybody to try to block that. Montgomery's going to let this one go out of bounds at about the Lakewood 42-yard line. The Vikings will take over again with excellent field position. Looks like we're going to get the second team offense coming into the game here. Number 72, John R. Pfeifferich will check into the game as the center. It's like we've got a whole host of changes here for the Vikings. Number 79, Kurt Twitchell coming into the game. 7, Ryan Richardson. Number 4, Brent Hissong. Number 1, Ryan Everett.
Number 9, DePriest
Watson, and a running back as well. Try to make sure we get all the substitutions here. Kelvin Hissong coming into the game as the 11th man here. Looks like number 80 in the game for the Vikings, Sam Brown as well, playing end. Pfeifferich will hike the ball to Hissong. Hissong is going to keep the ball. He's going to run it around the outside, makes a couple juke moves, and he's going to be stopped maybe for a yard a loss there. He's going to bring it back up to the line of scrimmage, it looks like. It's going to be second down and 10. Brent Hissong is sophomore year, was a state runner-up in the 103 weight-pound division in the state finals in wrestling, yes.
Very, very good wrestler. He's been wrestling.
Here's the replay here. He's going to keep it himself.
Probably wrestling his whole life.
He has been. Wrestling's definitely one of those tough sports.
Oh, yeah.
Hissong to go back under center with all 3 of his running backs in the backfield. Hissong will hand the ball off. Looks like a number 9, DePriest Watson with the carry. He's going to gain about 2 or 3 on the carry. It's going to bring up third down and about 6 or 7 for the Vikings. Third down and 6.
Whoa.
Let's call it. Coming out of the game, number 62 for the Vikings, Larry McCormick. Hissong will bring the play into the huddle. Also in the game for the Vikings, number 22, Michael Fedewa. He's in at running back currently, I do believe. I actually checked that. Actually, he's in end. These numbers are all confusing me. Looks like Lakewood, we're going to get flags here. Looks like Hazlitt might have jumped the gun there, trying to pull Lakewood off sides. We'll see what the call is. So we're going to get the call here from our referee. Offsides on Lakewood. Good play caller by Coach O, trying to shorten the field up here for a third down. It's going to make it third down and about 1 for the Vikings.
Yep.
Hisong will bring the play again into the team here in the huddle. As I was saying before, Hisong state runner-up his sophomore year. His junior year, he was actually injured towards ACL, and he has the invitational. He looks to be state champion this year for the Vikings in wrestling. He goes under center. He's going to be fumbled. He's going to pick it up himself. Going to try to run with it, and he's going to be stopped behind the line for a loss on the play here. It's going to be down at the 35-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th down and 4th and 3 for the Vikings. Now let's see what they decide to do here.
They'll go for it.
Vikings are going to punt the ball here away. Here we're going to get a replay of the fumble here. Brent Hisong is going to be serving as quarterback here as well. There's a fumble on the play. Hisong picks it up, tries to cut it outside. He's going to be tackled, looks like by number 84, Travis Willard. A good stop by him to prevent the conversion here.
54, Jay Harold checking.
Jay Harold, actually, he's 54. The element on the periodic table is Ixion for that element. Harold in the game to block. Montgomery will boot it long, and it's going to be booted into the end zone. Good punt, though, there. Fortunately, bounces into the end zone, and Lakewood will take over on their own 20-yard line. Well, there's a good shot of number 8, Joe Edwards there coming off the field.
Yep.
That's a good shot there with our brand new Canon camera for TV 25 this year.
Oh, yeah. Very nice equipment. They got a bunch of new equipment in the studio this year, didn't they?
Yes, we did. We got a new Mac. We received a couple of, we got a new toaster, new remote unit, and a new graphics machine for the football games here. Give me a run here by number 2, Vanderboon. I believe the Dutchman Vanderboon there with the run. Looks like an option play that went, fortunately, picked up about ball length, if that, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
Number 64, let's see here.
So the new center in the game for Odessa Lakewood is number 76, James Hillard. Big kid there.
Yes.
Vanderboon under center. He's going to hand the ball off to, looks like number 26, Adam Werble. Werble will take the ball for 4 yards, and it'll bring up 3rd and 5 for Lake Odessa. 1 minute remains in the 3rd quarter. The score, Hazlitt 35, Lake Odessa Lakewood 0. 76 again, James Hillard will bring his team up to the line here. Quarterbacking in the game, linebacker, quarterback, safety for them, Vanderboon. He's going to hand it off to, it's like number 6. Actually, check that, number 8.
Number 8 there.
Josh Mitchell. He's going to run for the first down.
Yep.
That's going to be Lakewood's first down in quite some time. Good 6-yard gain there. Brought down by number 54, Jay Harold.
Jay Harold, tough guy.
Tough kid.
Big guy. If I was Lakewood, I wouldn't be wanting getting into any scrapping with Jay Harold. That's for sure.
That is for sure. Vanderboon will go under center. There's the snap. He's going to hand it off to number, it's like 20, Tyler Belkin. He's going to pick up a nice gain here for Lakewood, chopping at this Vikings second-string defense. That's going to be the end of the end of the 3rd quarter. Vikings lead 35-0. Well, Mike, 12 minutes remain in the game. Down by 35. Randall Hager, what are we telling our guys now?
I think you're telling your guys to get through the game, but I think you're also maybe thinking about telling your guys it's going to be a long week of practice ahead too. I think you got some things to work on.
Well,
That's okay though. You know what? It's the first time these two teams have matched up, and
both the Vikings, though.
You got to give it to Lakewood. They're doing their best to hang in there. And
both teams are hanging. Lake Odessa, Lakewood, Sunfield, Lakeview, Lakewood, whatever you may call them.
Sunfield? Is that what you said?
Sunfield.
No. Where?
I don't know where you get the Sunfield in Lakewood at, but
I just can't put it all
I would assume
together.
it would be like Sunwood or something. But there's no. But then where do you get the wood from? We don't understand.
I don't know.
Anyways, though, Lakewood, Lakewood will have the ball to start the fourth quarter here. Bring the ball to the line here. Vanderboon quarterbacking still. This kid's got to be really tired now, playing offense and defense and offense and defense and more offense and defense.
Yep.
Here we're going to go pro form. Both wide receivers to the right. They're going to hand the ball off up the middle. No gain for, looks like number 20, Tyler Belgren. He's been running the ball for Lakewood all night.
Belgren?
Belgren
back?
has.
He's the back, right?
He's the back.
Correct. Yeah.
6 foot, 180. He's an 11th grader, huh? Lakewood's got a lot of not underclassmen. They've got a lot of juniors playing for him right now. Possibly could show good signs for the future for the Lakewood Vikings.
Always. Yep.
There's going to be option play here. It's going to be fumbled. Number 8's going to pick it up, and he's going to get hit hard. He fumbles the ball. He's going to be called down. Correct call there by the referee. His back was on the ground. The ball popped out.
I must say the ball's been bobbling around this evening.
It has been. I think it's the cold weather.
It's got to be the weather.
Got to be the weather.
It's got to be the weather.
We're looking at 52 degrees currently right now.
Man, you know,
it's getting quite chilly.
The
quite
temperature
chilly.
change. Yesterday it was pretty warm out, and today I just think it's putting a lot of fatigue on the players here.
Well, the Vikings of Lakewood will be punting on 4th and 16 from the 24-yard line. James Trebilcock here will take the return here, or he's back deep. Here's the ball. He's going to let it take a bounce. He's going to pick it up, and he's going to run with it. He's going to be met at the 50, and he's going to be stopped at the 50. Looks like he's going to be down at about the Hazlitt Viking 49.5-yard line here. Excuse me, the 48-yard line. It's like the Viking there's number 22, Michael Fido, number 9, DePriest Watson, number 79, Kurt Twitchell, number 80, Sam Brown playing end tonight for the Vikings, number 72, John R. Pfeiffer, and number 4, James Trebilcock checking into the game. It's like he's going to be quarterbacking the team on this series here. Trebilcock with all 3 of his backs in the backfield. Vikings get set. Here's the snap. It's going to be a handoff.
Number 1, Ryan Everett there.
Ryan Everett's going to take the ball back out to about the 50. It's going to be a gain of 2 for Ryan Everett. Excuse me, to about the 49-yard line. Gain of 50, 49, somewhere in there. Gain of about 2 for number 1, Ryan Everett. Checking out of the game is going to be number 59 for number 59 for the Vikings, Chris Sherman.
Sherman, yep, looks like it.
Trebilcock under center. Here's the handoff to, looks like number 20 for the Vikings, Jeffrey Patterson. He's the Mr. Endurance for the Viking football team.
Is he really?
Yeah, he runs good distance this year. He's actually looking forward to running his first year of track. He looks to be successful in the 800-meter race, the 1 mile and the 2 mile this year for Jeff Patterson.
That's definitely going to take some hard work and conditioning.
Well, Jeff's in pretty good shape as it is now.
He is.
This is the handoff to number 9, DePriest Watson. He's going to be dragged down. Oh, good job hiding the ball there by number 9, DePriest Watson. Another good run by him. He's going to be dragged down at about the Lakewood Viking 23-yard line. That's going to be first down for the Vikings.
As I said earlier, I believe DePriest Watson, I think he's a pretty strong running back, you know.
He's got a lot of speed for DePriest.
Yep.
Trebilcock will bring his team up to the line here, all 3 running backs in the backfield. Everett, Watson, and number 20, Jeffrey Patterson. Here's the handoff. It looks like it's going to be kept by Trebilcock. He hops over a couple guys. He misses a couple. And
very nice.
He's going to run it in for the score. We've got a couple flags on the play. It looks like we might get a great run there.
Think they might bring it back?
It looks like it's going to come back here. It's going to be a holding call on the Vikings, unfortunately. Here, that's going to be a 10-yard penalty. Trebilcock with a great run there.
Very impressive run.
Very
right
impressive
there.
run. Hopped over a couple guys there, ran
Made
it
some
in.
nice cuts. And,
There's a shot of number 14, James Trebilcock, right there, talking to Coach Charles Otluski there. Here's a replay of the run here by Trebilcock.
wow, that was a really impressive run right there.
It was. Fakes the, oh, actually, yeah, here he is. Running that ball around that corner there. Gets a good block there. Hops over a
Wow.
guy, stays on his feet.
Hurdles
great.
and cuts and
A
cuts
couple
it back right
Lakewood
here.
guys
Wow, look at that.
run
Oh,
into each other,
nice.
cuts it back, and we're going for the score. Unfortunately, though, there was a flag on the play. And
Kelvin Hissong at
Calvin
quarterback?
Hissong is going to
Number
be quarterback.
5.
Wow, this is the 4th Vikings quarterback here. Calvin Hissong is going to give the ball to, looks like number 9, and Priest Watson. He had a whole ton of room. We're going to get a false start here on the Vikings. Unfortunately, it's going to be 2 penalties in a row for him. Not what you want. But unfortunately, that's what they got, and it's going to bring up a first down and about 22 yards for the Vikings. Oh, you can catch this game tonight at 11:30 p.m. on Hazlitt's TV 25. Also, will be running 3 times daily over the weekend, I do believe.
Yep.
You can catch it, I believe the late time on that's going to be 7 p.m. Instead of watching a little college football or NFL, check over on the
Check the Vikes
channel.
out.
Oh, yeah, here's
The
his
Hazlitt Vikes.
His song's handoff's going to be to number 9, DePriest Watson there. Oh, there's the fans. Look at that. That's the fanfare right there for the Hazlitt Vikings.
Yep.
Everybody in the community comes out for these games, gets all fired up for your team.
Yep. You know, it's really something that stands out when you come to a Hazlitt game, or you know, even when Hazlitt's away. The fan support is there. The student section.
You know, looking over at Lakewood actually right now, I don't believe they have a student section.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, here's Hissong's handoff's going to be to looks like number 7. That's going to be Ryan Richardson. He's not going to pick up anything on the carry though. So maybe about a yard there actually. He's back to Lakewood. Don't really see much student support. It is a long drive. Lakewood, which is the high school, which is in, I do believe, Lake Odessa.
Maybe in Sunview.
Could be in Sunfield. It's actually
Field.
Sunfield.
Is it?
Or it could be in Lakeview for all we know. It's about 15, 20 miles
Lake
west
Odessa.
of west of
Is there a lake though? Oh, here we go. Number
Here's
9, DePriest Watson. I think.
Priest Watson's going to rumble there. He's going to bring that ball down to about the 20-yard line. Looks like that's going to bring up 4th down for the Vikings. Let's see. We're probably going to kick a field goal here. Give Mr.
Why not?
Mark,
You know,
Mark Messina some practice here.
this is gonna
That
be
it will be. It
about
will be.
35-yard field goal.
Messina
40.
will kick it off. It's going to be a, well, he's going to be kicking from about the 26-yard line. Add 10 onto that. It's going to be about a 30-yard boot here for Messina. Let's see what he can do here. Looks like Lakewood's going to bring everybody to try to block this one. Messina to kick. The kick is up. It's going to be
And they
blocked
got
by
it.
Lakewood.
Yep, they sent everyone.
They sent everybody, and they got their hands
Good
in
effort
front
by
of it.
Lakewood.
Good effort there. Good blocked field goal. Here's going to be the replay of the last run here by DePriest Watson. Good tackle there by the Lakewood defender.
Number 12, I
12, Nathan Hummel. First time we've seen him with any action here. Jeff Vanderboon is going to be still quarterbacking here for the Lake Odessa, Lakewood, Sunfield Vikings.
Sunfield.
The Vikings have got all their men in the box here. It's going to be a passing play here. He's going to complete his first pass of the night to number 84 for the first down. That's
Nice pass.
Travis Willard, the tight end. Good play there call by Randall Hager, the head coach of the Lake Odessa Vikings.
Brought down by number 14,
You know, even though both teams are called the Vikings, Lakewood's got a couple other names we can call them by. Lakewood, Sunfield, Lakeview, Lake Odessa.
The lake.
You could probably just call them the lake.
The lake.
Or the
yeah.
wood, probably. Sure. Just call them the wood. Anyways, back to the game. Vanderboon is going to hand the ball off to, looks like number 20 there, Tyler Belgren. He's going to rumble for about 5 on the play there. It's going to bring up second down and about 5 yards to go.
The Priest
with-
Watson checking in the game here. Oh, what's going on?
With 3:50 remaining in the fourth quarter. The running clock here is really
John Pfeiffer stepping in the game, hustling over there.
number 19 for the Vikings coming running out of there. That would be Andy Van Kuiken. I believe that was Andy Van Kuiken. Let's see, here's a pass here. He's going to get himself into trouble. He's going to run with it instead. He's going to be spins through a couple tackles. He's going to run himself for a first down there.
First down, yeah.
Going to be tackled there, looks like by number 72, John R. Pfeiffer Jr.
John R. Pfeiffer Jr.
His older brother was actually first team All-League senior year, I believe in 2001, or 2002 actually. It was first team All-League when the Vikings won the ICL championship.
I believe I think that's John R. Pfeiffer Jr.'s favorite football player. Is that what he said?
I do believe so.
Yep.
It's gonna
Chase
be
was a good player.
He was a good player. Here's the handoff to number 8. He's going to be tackled by number 8 for the Vikings, Joey Edwards. Josh Mitchell with a stop. John Pfeiffer, before the game, he likes to listen to Kenny Loggins' Pooh Corner to get warmed up before the game. The East Side Boys, Bia Bia, and he enjoys his Lincoln Park.
Lincoln Park, that's definitely something to get you pumped up. Never heard Kenny Loggins before, I don't think. Is Kenny Loggins good? Have you ever
Well,
heard?
it's Pooh Corner, so take what you will from that, my friend. Number 64, late substitution in for the Vikings. That will be Josh Lee. Here's the pass for Lakewood. He's going to take it and run it. He's got the first down. He's got a couple more yards. He's going to be pulled down, maybe, but it looks like number 19 for the Vikings, Andy Van Kuiken's going to make it the final stop there.
Little QB sneak.
QB option pass run there
Yep.
for the Vikings. Checking into the game, number 12 for the Vikings, Dan Vey. Well, we've seen a lot of Vikings here tonight. Every down, somebody new come into the game.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
that's always good.
That's what you like to see. Everybody
always
getting
good to see,
opportunities to play here. It looks like we're going to get a pro form here from Lakewood, Lakeview, Sunfield, and Lake Odessa. It's going to be another passing play. He's going to throw it. This ball's going to almost be intercepted by number 1, Ryan Everett. The quarterback, just like he kind of threw that one out there for grabs. Well, there's 129 remaining in the game, actually. The Vikings putting it to Lakewood here currently. Lead the game 35-0. The clock continues to tick away with the rolling clock as we have here once the team reaches the plateau of 35 points. That was Ryan Everett there. He hopes to attend Michigan State College and study engineering there, actually.
Michigan State College, did I hear you say?
Oh, well, it could be Michigan State
It
College.
could be.
It could be. It's like Lake Odessa is going to rumble in for the score here. That's going to be number 20. Tyler Belgren's going to get the touchdown for the Lake Odessa Vikings with 56 seconds remaining on the clock. Lake Odessa has 6 points now, Mike.
That's good. I would have to say it's good for...
We're going to get a replay here, actually.
Here's the replay.
Here's the handoff. The Vikings penetrating the backfield. Unfortunately, it's to the wrong side of the field. Lake Odessa, he picks up a couple good blocks there, and he's going to scamper in for the score. Well, Lake Odessa scoring on our second string defense.
Yeah, that's okay.
Leaving their first stringers in the game. Here's going to be the kick. The hold by number 8. The kick is up by number 14, and he's going to push it. Actually, excuse me, pushes it to the right, but still gets it to go through the uprights. Lake Odessa on the board with 7 points. Your Hazlitt Vikings have 35. There is 56 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter.
Now, what do you think's going to happen here with the Vikings? What do you think? Probably just run the clock.
They're going to, I assume, probably go into the victory formation, take a couple knees, and that'll be the end of the game. For the Vikings, I think conclusion of tonight's game, we will name our Viking Old Spice L&L player of the game.
Old Spice, huh?
Who are you looking at tonight, Mike, for the Vikings? Who's in your top 3 players of the game?
You know what? I'm going to have to say it's between your quarterback, Matt Peterson, and possibly number 17, Ben Conroy. I think they both, I was impressed tonight with Matt Peterson. He had some nice passes, and,
I think I'm going to throw Jordan Montgomery's game into the
Jordan
mix.
Montgomery.
He had
Monty, yeah.
He had some good returns, good run.
There's many
Brian
people to choose
McIntosh
from.
as well. It's really hard to pick a player of the game. We'll be doing that, though, at the end of the game here. Chevy will.
Chevy. Here we go, the kickoff.
Here's the kick. It's going to be pushed in the air. It's going to be number 14, James Bilcock's going to take that. He's going to take it. He's going to be tripped up. Looks like by number 63 or 65, excuse me. Or Adam Fayan. I don't think I've ever seen that one. F-Y-A-M. Anyways, here the Vikings come out here. We're going to have a host of guys here. John R. Pfeifferik is going to be centering the team here. To a there's 51.6 seconds remaining in the game. Hazlitt 35, Lakewood 7. Mike and I would like to thank all the TV25 staff tonight. Everybody, the cameramen down on the field, everybody running the graphics and doing the switcher back in the truck. Trisha Bobita, Brian Town, Kathy Ryan-Nierson. There's a big thanks to everybody.
Jeremy Scripter.
Jeremy Scripter down there running the the camera down on the field tonight. Great job by everybody tonight. So it looks like the Vikings are going to have one more play here. We're going to have one more play here, looks like, for the Vikings. With 30 seconds remaining here in the game. It's going to be 2nd down and 3 yards for the Vikings. Here's Calvin Hissong will hand the ball off up the middle to, looks like, number 9, Priest Watson. He's going to have enough for the 1st down, but that's going to do it for the game here as the rest of the time winds down. Well, Mike, it's time to talk about our L&L Old Spice player of the game.
And you know what? You can't forget Subway. Subway, you know? Come on now.
Subway in a little sponsorship there as well.
JP Express. Yeah.
Down in Hazlitt, Michigan, the Pine Garden. Anyways, though, well, okay. So, Mike, who's your we'll select 2 for tonight's game, actually.
Yeah.
1 offensive player, 1 defensive player. So, Mike, who are you taking here on offense?
Ooh, man. It's you know what?
How about I'll pick the offensive player.
You pick it, Greg.
I'm going to give the offensive player of the game to Brian McIntosh tonight. He had some good runs, some big runs in the game to open it up early. Mike, would you like to pick our defensive player of the game?
Defensive player, I'm giving it to David Benjamin.
David Benjamin Conroy.
You know, he got in there and
Mason
he was
Sachs.
sneaky.
He was sneaky tonight.
He was a sneaky one.
That's going to be the quote of Mike tonight. Benjamin Conroy tonight was sneaky. Anyways, those are our 2 players of the game. Old Spice and everybody will donate $1,000 to each university tonight in tonight's game. So that puts the final score: Hazlitt 35, Lake Odessa, Lakewood, Sunfield, and Lakeview 7. I'm Greg Kerner for Michael Gallagher. This has been a production of TV25 Sports. The Vikings win 35-7.